Quick reminder that we are raising money for the Urban Arts. In our Spring Urban Arts fundraiser, we are a quarter of the way to the goal, and we would appreciate if you would donate if you are able. We certainly understand if your finances have taken a hit during this pandemic, but if you are able, we would very much appreciate if you could toss them a couple bucks and help us reach our goal.
We will read them out loud.
Yes.
We will do that.
Yeah, make us say dumb stuff. Anyway, we will tell you more about Urban Arts later in the show. For now, we are just about to get this race underway.
Yep, we're just in sync here as we get into the first Cappy cutscene and Cap Kingdom. We all know how this dance goes.
Yeah. Looks like BusterDoggy got a little bit of an early jump there. But not much, only about half a second.
You were going to say a question?
I was trying to figure out how BusterDoggy got half a second earlier.
Lines.
I don't know if we're just off sync or what.
It was lines. It's really all it is. I think Buster got a triple jump, whereas Jambo didn't get one just after the Cappy cutscene.
This is not going to be one of those races, folks, where it's over at the switch. I promise you there will be some lead changes in this race.
Although Jambo did just miss a frog vector, and BusterDoggy just missed a triple jump on left side.
And get some water, Troy. Long race. Oh, no, Jambo just missed left side.
Yeah, okay. There's some tilts on both sides. There's the poverty left side. Yeah.
And it is too late to throw money on BusterDoggy, so... Although it does look like you managed to convince Super Mix, throwing 2,222 channel points on BusterDoggy at the gun.
Good to see, good to see. I really do think this is going to be close. These are the number 4 and 5 seeds. And then if we look at points-wise, they're currently... BusterDoggy is 5th and Jambo is 7th. So BusterDoggy actually has a better record right now. I mean, Buster also has one more game on Jambo in terms of what's been done in the league. So that might be part of that. But if I take off 60 points here from Buster, Buster's still winning in terms of points. So by like 7 points still. So like it's still like pretty close.
This is very true. Both of these players you'd have to think are heavy favorites to make the playoffs, as 8 do get in out of the 12, but whoever's in that 8 seed is going to have to play Tyrone, who is currently undefeated. Second place, looks like they will be playing Stravos, only 1 point behind Dansta with a matching hand. And Tyrone, Dansta, Stravos, you're going to want to avoid those 3 for as long as possible.
Which the only way to do that is to get a 4 or 5 seed.
Yep.
So
and they have to play Tyrone in the semifinals. We were talking to Dansta. He says that he's just trying to not get 4th place so he doesn't have to play Tyrone in the semifinals.
Everyone has their own strategies.
Yeah, yeah.
And it makes sense. Like, if you don't think you're going to win, you're just going to be like, I'm just going to do whatever I can to get as much money as I can from this. So that's, for some people, that's just making it to finals.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people just don't have the confidence to beat Tyrone right now. I think it's doable, but in a best of 3, it's kind of hard. In a best of 1, I can see really any of the top 5 in this league doing it. In a best of 3, bit harder.
Truth. So maybe you do want to, if you have the choice to play Tyrone in the semifinals or the finals, maybe you'd want to take your chances. I don't know, lots of calculus to be done by the runners. Obviously, Tyrone's beatable on any day. Let's not act like this league is a foregone conclusion.
Right. It's just consistency that I'm talking about, and the fact that Tyrone is able to keep that headspace going even after a bad run.
Quick look at their standings. Jambo 3-3 with losses to Tyrone, Dansta, and Speed. BusterDoggy 4-3 as he goes for Cliff Moon here. with losses to Tyrone, Dansta, and Lightron, who Jambo has yet to play. Jambo is going for Chest Moon. That one is looking good, so he will make up a little bit of time here.
It's almost not noticeable with the amount of time that it saves. Especially with the space that we have right now. It definitely did gain time, but it was fractions of a second.
For sure. They were 10.77 apart. Now they're only 9.98 apart, so Jambo picks up about 3/4 of a second there. Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here.
All right, my feed glitched out for a second. I wasn't sure if...
Mine's doing the same. Don't worry about it. It's going in and out, but it's stable right now. And it's starting off Sand Kingdom now. Both these players look like they have good timing for DSTA. There weren't too many mess-ups in Cap or Cascade, so should be fine. And yeah, Buster right into reverse town movement. And it looks like Jambo's setting up for the same.
Things going pretty well so far.
No, okay, I was wrong. Jambo did miss their DSTI timing, it looks like, and we'll be doing a manual.
Yep, we learned about the auto sync in the last race. I didn't realize that was a thing and got confused. Taking a bonk there on the plan. He's having some trouble here.
Great Sharana bird from BusterDoggy. Jambo hopefully can get it as well. That'll help him out with their case. Otherwise, Sharana bound. Otherwise, his bird can be very time consuming to recover, and gets it. Ooh, Jambo taking a few times on the Dune Moon.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that was kind of an awkward arch, but still made it work. Yeah, this is a decent lead for Doggy right now in Sand. I feel this could easily turn at any moment, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's so much race left to be had. Jambo really strong in the early game, and then they're kind of 50-50 in the late game. So Jambo definitely has a lot of opportunities to catch up here, as we can see a single bill here from Jambo. He'd been struggling a little bit with Dram, 4 out of 6 coming into this race.
Answer your question, I switch off between BusterDoggy, Doggo, all of the names, Buster, like, I switch off. I really haven't committed to one yet.
Buster going to get the Cactus Moon here as Jambo gets ready for his Bulletman Nip. Buster got this a second ago. And Jambo will get it also. Coming up on single throw notes, where Buster is a perfect 7 of 7.
Yeah. There's not too much else that can go wrong in this kingdom, so I feel safe to say that this has been a pretty standard Sand for both players. Other than Jambo having to do a manual DSTA, this kind of just remained the same for both players in terms of the gap.
Well, Jambo had some problems with that Dune also, so he's going to be well behind.
Right, so I say maybe like 15 to 20 seconds.
Let's see if Jambo can get a single throw notes. He's 5 for 6, and now 6 for 7.
Nice.
Something we hardly saw in the open, but now we're seeing basically 2 of them in every race. For what it's worth, Buster only 7 seconds off of his PB. He's playing very well. Heading into the Lake Kingdom, where both runners have struggled with Lake Clip, excuse me. Jambo 5 out of 16, he's had to take a Rango. And Buster 7 for 21. Conversion rates of 33 and 31%. And Buster is going to be entering this kingdom with about a 25-second lead. Grabbing the zipper, and Lake Clip upcoming. See the throw looking good, and that's a first try from Buster, keeping up the pressure here.
I always get so scared with that potentially bathtubing because it's just, you need a little bit of Mario back inbounds as well to actually have a floor. There's no floor out of bounds there.
And that is a good-looking late clip from Jambo also, able to reciprocate at least. That was another close throw there. Pretty standard stuff rest of the way. Buster a little trouble there activating the mermaid, but otherwise pretty good. And he will exit Lake, keeping his about 25-second lead. Wow, yeah. Buster playing right up against his PB, only 4 seconds off. He actually made up time on his PB in each of the last 2 games.
Damn. I mean, that was a really fast late clip, so that definitely makes some good sense.
Imagine if Buster is able to pull off the PB here. We were talking about Dancer potentially being the 5th player to get 57. Buster may be right on that tail also.
AC. You had to say it. You had to say it.
Commentators' curses aren't real.
Yes, they are.
Buster's not even listening, I bet. Buster, if you're listening, take 4 screenshots in succession. Ooh, we have some fiery words out of somebody in the chat. Couldn't see who that was. And name tag is blending with the bush. A 30-second Buster coming into Wooded Kingdom, and confirming that Buster is not listening, so nothing we say can affect him.
That's not how it works. I have affected pre-recorded races before.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be transparent. Sometimes I try to intentionally curse runners to see if I can do it, and it doesn't work, so.
That's the thing. You can't, it doesn't work like that. You can't try to curse someone. You know?
Alright, am I able to make a poll? I think you can do a poll and a, maybe I'm not able to make a poll.
I can make
whatever, I'll just pay attention to the race.
What poll do you want?
Asking whether commentator's curse is real or not. By the way, BusterDoggy getting not clip and out of bounds movement.
I don't need a poll to confirm what I already know. It is real. Really good movement there from the not clip movement.
We will agree to disagree as BusterDoggy continues on his wooded way.
Speak for yourself. I will convince you.
I mean, you still haven't convinced me the name of the trick that we won't talk about in Seaside yet. So, oh, Jambo,
That's
some
a good
trouble there
point.
and out
You
of
are
bounds
very
movement.
stubborn.
But able to recover his Jambo. Thankfully, he is able to continue without any problems. Buster grabbing that checkpoint. Very vital that you do, because if you die on FRS, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. That's about a minute of time loss. We've
And
seen
good
plenty of race
triple
destroy
jump.
where the race pretty much comes down to just that.
Yeah. And good triple jump into the nut, and then doing roll boost FRS. I don't know the full thing that saves 0.5.
That was interesting.
It's the Tyrone emote. I don't know the full quote though.
Anyway, Jambo also getting the checkpoint. Buster, a little trouble getting up the tower there. Jambo able to get his FRS as Buster completes the tower. I have no idea what is going on with these numbers in the chat. Oh, we are polling between pancakes and waffles, I see.
The superior pull.
I see. I gotta say, it's way easier to screw up a waffle than a pancake. So I'm gonna say pancake.
Yeah, pancakes
But
are
waffles
really
are
easy
also
to make.
very good. Yeah.
Well, you can't go wrong with a good waffle maker, but like a pancake mix is just so easy.
Yeah. Like, would I trust myself to make a pancake or a waffle? Probably a pancake. The chicken and pancakes is... Anyway, Buster getting a very nice pipes.
I mean, but you need... That's the thing. You need to add something to the waffles for them to actually then have a chance against pancakes.
You make a compelling point. Although, if you've ever had stuffed pancakes, those are bomb.
Oh, I usually put like chocolate chips in my pancakes.
I would go blueberry as my pancake filling of choice.
My dad does blueberry as well, but I just don't like blueberries that much.
Maybe we just need to not focus on this run at all, because Buster's +2 on PB out of Wooded.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
He is absolutely cracked right now. Jambo, though, after that big mistake, he is not playing too bad, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they want us to talk about the game. I don't know. Hey, chat, do any of you want us to talk about the race?
Nice
Good cloud
cloud
boost.
boost there
Yeah,
by...
great cloud boost.
Keep talking about breakfast foods. That's a good call. Yeah, I could go for some blueberry pancakes right now, actually. We have a... Troy, do they have Eaton Park where you live?
I'm not sure. I've never
It's
heard
like
of
a
it.
chain of like diner-style places, and they have Bananas Foster French toast.
I mean, I would just... Oh, a Denny's? Like a Denny's?
Kind of like a
something?
Denny's.
I mean, like, I also just go to a diner. Like...
Yeah, we don't really have
It's
like
America.
diners in Pittsburgh for some reason. You just have Eaton Parks. I think because there are so many Eaton Parks that they've cornered the market.
New York suburbs are full of diners. I
Oh,
have a
yeah.
diner like every 5 miles. It's
Yeah, I have-
so...
I have friends who live in Jersey, and I go to Jersey every now and again, and Jersey is just all diners all the time.
Yeah, it's great.
Actually, I guess we do have Raiders in Oakland. I guess that
Like, you
counts.
can't go wrong with, like, a good hamburger from a diner.
Mm,
It's like
yeah.
the best place to get a burger. Like, you know, like people love fast food burgers, but like absolutely, if you want to get a good burger, like an actually well-made burger that's like fully cooked and like like this is not fast food, go to a
Right.
diner.
Yeah, I got you. We just got like a smash burger specialty place here in my neighborhood, and it's fine.
I like Shake
Apparently,
Shack.
Andy Mac is very passionate about pancakes, as he's just spent 1,800 channel points getting pancakes the dub. That is
I mean, what else are you
surprising.
gonna use the points for?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Only gambling, I guess.
Yeah, and yeah, as a New Yorker, Shake Shack is my favorite. I love Shake Shack. I almost go there on a weekly basis at this point. It's a problem.
I've been to In-N-Out. I have not been to Shake Shack. I do have to say, In-N-Out did live up to my expectations.
I don't eat burgers too much, so I prefer chicken sandwiches, and Shake Shack's chicken sandwich is severely underrated. More people need to know about their chicken.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm very passionate about Wendy's chicken sandwiches. They have great chicken sandwiches. Actually, Arby's has pretty good ones also. You wouldn't think. BusterDoggy with an absolutely cracked Lost Kingdom, hitting every trick, getting the skip. Although Jambo also getting reverse torpedo, so he is holding serve. They have played within... Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I have to break it up. BusterDoggy is -5.5 on PB.
What?
So whatever we are doing is
We're
working.
green? We're green.
Oh, no.
Jambo with the dash.
Oh no, Jambo.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was just some
Jambo
weird
is going to have
angles.
to die again. He has only taken 3 deaths in his 6 races prior to this, and he's going to have to take 2 here, because if he gets back onto the bridge, he will activate Klepto. That is a loss of over half a minute, so that is 2 deaths in succession.
Yeah.
Jambo's going to find himself way behind him.
I will point out, because I have said it before, that you can recover that from that area when the Klepto's still active. It is possible to get back on top without step pitch. It can be done. However, no top runner practices that, so the movement just isn't there for anybody. So yeah, you just die.
BusterDoggy heading into the tower as Jambo is just getting started on his Night Metro.
Solid Goomba Fudge coming out.
Oh, maybe not. Wow, he bailed out. He noticed Dansta died there. Or, didn't die, excuse me. Fell all the way down.
Oh my god, how did you save that?
Wow.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're a cycle off, but it's like cycle off the not Goomba Fudge cycle, but that was still really great to see. Like, didn't lose too much time because, like I said, only lost like 2 cycles on those moving platforms.
Ooh, this is a tough one. Bacon or sausage? I'm not really a big bacon guy, which I know is sacrilege, but I would personally prefer turkey sausage to regular sausage.
You need to get out of America.
I think it's just because my parents like their bacon, like, super burned.
Crunchy bacon is great.
I don't know, I would, like, bacon in stuff is great. Like I said, Wendy's chicken sandwiches, they put bacon on them. That's great.
Nah, we're, yet again, going to a diner, get a side of bacon, the best. The best.
I can see that, yeah.
Like, if you're getting breakfast somewhere, if you're getting breakfast at a diner, always get a side of bacon.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I'm sure diner bacon. That is a valid point. BusterDoggy having some trouble here. Although, cleaning up that pattern, gonna clean up these things pretty quickly.
Yeah, not the greatest Mecha Wiggler there. That might have lost him some time. Yeah, exactly. Get an omelet with a side of bacon. That's the best breakfast you can get from a diner.
Yeah, it's Murky Mark. I gotta say turkey sausage as well. I get these turkey sausage breakfast burritos. Those are great. Anyway, Buster unfortunately losing some time there in Night Metro with the fall, but still only +4 on PB. So overall, very clean, and Ooh, this is not looking good for Jambo.
Ooh,
oh no, he missed a shot.
Okay,
he
fine.
saved
Oh
it
my
at
god.
the last possible shot. Everybody take a deep breath.
I'm good. This is fine. Okay.
For what it's worth, as BusterDoggy is +4 about halfway through the game, his league PB is 58.49, which he is so far on pace to do, although having some trouble here with the scooter clip, finally getting there.
Yeah, not a full lap on the scoot clip, but very close, and did take a lot of time on that last part.
Gonna lose about 10 seconds there. I think the PB... I mean, it's not dead and gone yet. He still has a BPT of 57.48, but not looking good at this juncture.
Yeah. Yeah, VGR, I do the 5-5-5 method. 5 in, hold for 5, and then out for 5. That's always my meditation thing. Easier. Sometimes I'll just do, like, out for as long as my lungs can allow me to do, because that's more fun. Or more doable. I don't know.
I think I remember 4 in, 3 rest, 3 out, since a 10-second loop. Or maybe my lungs just suck.
For me, like, what ends up happening is I, like, if I'm in, like, an anxiety attack state, I just don't breathe out enough. So then, like, I don't have the ability to breathe in for 5 the next time in the loop. So I just breathe all of it out, usually.
That makes sense, yeah. What's up, Anime? Thank you for dropping by. Buster in a pretty sizable lead here, but still plenty of race to go. Oh, there's a lot of places where one death can lose you a minute. So, still opportunities for Jambo, and he has got to find every place he can to try to pick up some time. Which he did pick up 9 seconds there in Night Metro after losing 22 and Lost. But yes, and do go follow us. I promise I will stream something of substance eventually.
Yeah. I just did a hotfix yesterday for GDQ.
Sick!
I didn't tell the SMO community, but yeah, I did.
That owl game or whatever you play?
Yeah, it was that owl game that I have world record in for 3 years running. So for
Oh, Jambo! That's death number 3! That matches his entire output in the whole season! Wow. And he's gonna have to get back up with no bullet. Things falling apart here for Jambo.
I'm speechless. that was devastating.
This is getting hard to watch over on Jambo's side.
Yeah, like, this is also, like, I feel it's important for Jambo to be getting points, especially with him being in 7th right now. I mean, yet again, he has 6 games on his record as opposed to most players having 7, so that is part of it. But it's still important to get as many points as you can, even when you're even in a loss.
Yeah. Actually, taking a look, 6th through 12th have either 5 or 6 games. 6th through 10th all have 6 games in hand, and Jambo is currently in 7th. So if he starts to fall apart here down the stretch, that would be very bad news, especially if Psionic is able to pick up a win in his next race. That would potentially vault him into 7th.
Jambo, no, is that a reverse people's room? That's a reverse people's room for Jambo.
Oh my god, Jambo.
Well done. Well pulled off
Jambo,
there.
the potential. Can he get it? He gets the
yeah,
roll.
Still the second moon.
And he's
gets
done it! He's done the reverse people's room!
That's the only other person to do a reverse people's besides Mitch and Tyrone. Like, no one else has been going for reverse people's. In terms of the season, Tyrone is the only one to be doing reverse people.
And Jambo just nailed it there, cleaning up a little bit of the deficit. He's gonna have to try to pull out every trick in the book I suspect we're going to see some 2DSS later. I can't imagine we'll see an ICC here in the Snow Kingdom. But I am so glad after weeks and weeks of begging for it. And yes, I did see Tyrone get it the other day. But I am so glad I got to be on commentary for Reverse People's Room.
It's rare. Like I said, only one other person in the league even goes for it.
For what it's worth, Buster is 9.99 on PB. Or plus 9.99, so technically, I'm sure there's 10 seconds to save somewhere.
I could see
where
it.
Is it. Yeah, he could still do it in any event. Looking very nice for a league PB, which is 58.49, although he's just missed Snow Clip. Doesn't save that much time. And it didn't take any time to set it up, so not too worried about that. He has 10 in Bowser's according to Wuxu. Okay, we're good. Wuxu, I saw you were the one earlier who said that Dansta wasn't going to be the 5th to get 57. Do you think that Buster is going to be the 5th? Or is there another player that we're not thinking of?
It's either Buster or Psionic, with Dansta possibly being there as well still.
Interesting.
Just because Dansta is continuously, like, just kind of passively trying, whereas, like, Psionic is day after day going for it, and so is BusterDoggy.
Luke was saying Buster.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
I thought that was a good snow clip. Okay.
The 57 likely out today is his BPT halfway through the game is 57-57.
Yeah.
But I mean,
close.
he has shown some flashes of brilliance today, and he clearly has time to save in parts of the run, because he was -5 when he lost.
I mean, running within 3 seconds of your goals for the next 30 minutes.
No.
That's not easy.
I would dare say impossible. So Buster cleaning up his Goomba room, Jambo the solid spiny room with the spiny manip. He'll be heading into Goomba room in a second. But meanwhile, BusterDoggy is going to get his Cappy Cat Moon and try for his Snowdram. Taking a look at Snowdram strats here. Both of these runners are 100%.
Yeah, of course I rounded, by the way. 25 minutes, not 30 minutes, but you know what I meant.
Close enough.
Yeah.
We're roughly halfway through.
Yeah, Goomba Vectors. Nice Goomba Vectors.
Very precise out of him. Expecting 10 runners to get 57. Oh. Buster has it easily.
Oh, I've said it several times that 10 57s by the end of the year is doable.
Wow. By the end of the year. That's very good.
Yeah. It's not very likely, but I could definitely see at least 5. Like, my realistic one, I'd say is probably 7 or 8.
Only lost 2 seconds there in Snow Kingdom, but the 57 is now dead for Buster.
And also, I think in terms of that top 10 there that you were saying, that someone just put in there, you're sleeping on Triple X.
Yeah, I mean, Triple X, I mean, we call him the Moon God. He is pretty close to putting it all together. BusterDoggy already in the Seaside Kingdom. Jambo with a first try Snowdram. They both maintain their 100%. For what it's worth, Jambo is running out of chances here because he had the better league average in Metro and Snow. He does have the better average in Seaside and Lumpland, so we'll see. Currently, though, finding himself 55 seconds behind. Calm down. BusterDoggy able to clip through the wall, and he gets his move, staying out of bounds. So BusterDoggy keeping his foot on the gas, great pace.
Yeah, that's the point I'm now forgetting right now. I forget who was the first and who was the second 57, but it was Tyrone and Mitch for the first two 57s. So, no. Mitch is not third. Lucid was third. An insufficient dip. Gets it. Really nicely done from Jambo. And manages to stay out of bounds as well. That is the important part of once you get out of there, you gotta stay out. And still fine. You can get pretty high, but never mind. I don't see people clipping back in bounds from that moon too often, so I wasn't expecting it.
Quick update from speedrun.com. Mitch was the first in July 2020. Tyrone was the second in October 2020. Lucid got it in May 2021. And then, obviously, Jambo just a week ago.
Yes.
Nick has been sitting on that 5806 for 10 months now. His comment reads, "Good bad run, 57 now." He is still waiting for that 57.
Who was that?
Nick. Instead of break the record live, we need to just do break the 58 live.
I am all
Nick,
for it.
Dance Gun, Busterdoggy.
I've said it before. One of my bucket list things as a commentator is to get invited to a live event and be paid for it. Like, so if a SMO break the record live happens,
I mean, they're mostly online now, so.
They're mostly online because of COVID. I'm pretty sure they're about to bring it back to in person.
I think SGDQ is going to be back in person this year.
Yes,
but like the ones, the lifetime attacks we've always done were
right. But like ESA's break the records, like they're the ones who started the break the records. They started doing them live. They went to virtual during COVID, but I'm pretty sure they're trying to do a live event soon.
You know, I do think I've seen an ESA in person, but I could be mistaken.
Yes, the last ESA was in person. I mean, I wouldn't go to it otherwise because it's Europe and that's expensive, but if someone were to be like, yo, we're inviting you, we'll help you pay for your flight and so that you can commentate at the Break the Record Live for Samurai Odyssey, I would say yes in a heartbeat. I would lose my job for that. I don't care.
We're pretty close to, we're both pretty close to Xanadu, though.
Yeah, it's not too bad for me to get to Xanadu. I did it before for PACE 2019.
Yeah, I was thinking about going to PACE 2020, and then obviously.
Yeah, I was also thinking about it. But once they were like once it was just like this event is just Mario Maker and marathon runs, it's like not as exciting to me. So I was kind of jumping out at that point. But we don't need to get into that too much.
No.
Fantastic.
We're kind of already off of this run anyway.
Yeah.
Both runners were successful. Spirit skips. Buster is going to be coming up here on his invisible jump shortly. But for the time being, a great fork room.
Yep, and I was there for that. I was there for that speed gaming.
I shot a small man. He was right up there at the beginning of this game. I'm pretty sure Microvita was the first to get sub-hour, wasn't he?
Sorry, what was the question?
I said I'm pretty sure Microvita was the first to get an hour, wasn't he?
Yes, he was
Sub-hour?
the first sub-hour.
So, like, a lot of people have come in and out of this game.
Yes. Nice
Actually,
heart run coming in from Jambo. Really
Even
solid.
Valley is mostly like a 602 runner and just a runner of a lot of different Mario games. Had the world record for a hot minute, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. There were some people from various other Mario speedrunning communities that came in the early times. Sorry, I needed water in that moment. And then, of course, we had, I would say that, we're getting a lot more, speedrunning attention from other Mario speed games as well. Like, I've seen a lot of Super Mario Galaxy runners,
Ooh, single block,
Sunshine runners coming through. Yes, nice
Single block, Invisiblock.
Nice, and really good Yeet and Kobe coming in from Jambo.
Try to cut you off.
No, all good. I mean, we have a race going on. What are we talking about?
That's fair. Oof. Oof, VGR, oof. Jammer's gonna be coming up to that jump in a little bit. Great Potaboo room out of Buster in our last race. We saw two runners struggle with this room mightily. Timer Moon coming up for Buster, as Jambo's coming up to his moment of truth. And a double there for Jambo. Yeah, VGR, if you're only 16, you had nothing to worry about. Yeah, NMC, and for those just coming in, Jambo lost a bunch of time early, missed left side, manual DSTA, and then, what did he do? Oh, he died twice and lost, because he died before grabbing the Bridge Moon.
Lost in once in Day Metro as well.
Yeah, that's correct. So that put him 56 seconds behind, and he's really never come back.
Yeah, it's just about that whole idea of not finding the flow state once you're out of it, and I think that definitely has happened here today for Jambo's run.
I mean, it definitely helps BusterDoggy's case. He's plus 14 on PD going into Ruin.
Yeah, Buster's on a fantastic run, and Jambo's just kind of on a okay run.
Yeah. Well, if your chances of getting into college are just okay, then maybe you need the Urban Arts. The Urban Arts, no, it's not called the Urban Arts Partnership anymore, but they have an excellent program helping underserved kids get into college. 93% of their students are students of color, 50% are women, to very underrepresented areas in game design, teaching them game design and important STEAM skills to help them get into college. It is a great program that you can see on the bottom of our screen. We are currently running a spring fundraiser for, so we would appreciate if you could toss them a couple bucks if you are able. That was, speaking of okay, that was just an okay segue. I've had better.
No, it's still pretty good. Better than what I can do.
It is an art. You do have to learn it.
An urban
Aha!
art?
There you go. There you go. That's a good one. Getting there.
I'm trying.
What would a rural art look like? Like
Don't know.
circle.
I don't want to answer that question because I'm not from that type of region, so I feel like
you are very much not in a rural area.
Yeah, I can't go down that road right now. It doesn't seem right for me to try.
I grew up kind of halfway in between, but I am very much urban at this juncture in my life.
I have always been suburban.
I guess technically suburban, because, yeah. Anyway, thank you to the Suburban Arts, just kidding, the Urban Arts, for their continued support of the Cool Cat Gang. As we head into the Bowser Kingdom. And Jambo is running out of chances here. At this point, he is going to need help. His BPT is 5920, which is still lower than his league average, but still some races to be played, and that's with his all-time golds. Wouldn't be surprised if that includes a 2DSS somewhere. For what's worth, Jambo 0 for 2 on 2DSS. His gold does not do 2DSS. Okay, thank you.
So, PB? Cool. We got a PB coming. Nice.
Sweet.
We're talking about real golds. The BPT that we look at when we're looking at the sheet is pulled directly from whatever splits they're currently using on live splits. So I believe BusterDoggy is using, their full live splits. Like I know Tyrone has like 20 different comparisons that he uses, but I'm pretty sure Buster's on his main one.
Alright, Buster working on his shards as Jambo just now entering the Bowser Kingdom.
Hey, you could have listened to me. I said that this was a good chance for BusterDoggy at the start.
Yeah, really, we tried to talk you into it.
Yeah.
BusterDoggy currently leading by 1:10.
Yeah, what NMC said, that's what I was kind of alluding towards. When we see the BBT whenever Tyrone is racing, that BPT is kind of off because that actually is his tournament BPT. Yeah, Tyrone frequently golds on that comparison because it isn't his real golds.
Looks like a successful Sarabamba out of BusterDoggy. He's gonna have to do a second throw to get it closer, but that's okay.
Doesn't lose too much time to do it like that.
In fact, I don't think it loses any time. It just looks slightly less elegant. Still, Sarabamba, one of the most elegant tricks in the game.
Yeah.
I failed to see if Jambo got birdless or not. However, BusterDoggy did, and he is keeping his foot on the gas with a Sarabamba and now into Topper. Uh-oh. Not getting the second hit.
And yeah, now just searching like crazy for Topper. Has no idea where it is.
Yeah, that's PB definitely dead now.
Yeah.
League PB still looking okay.
2x might also be dead.
2x is dead for sure. Although he only lost like 5 seconds and change there. So technically his BPT is 58.23. So he must not have had a particularly good bunnies in his PB. Maybe he just didn't get Fergus or something. And Jambo reciprocating with the Star Bomba. We do love to see 2 for 2 Star Bombas here at Cool Cat Gang. Jambo finished with his bunnies. Buster about to climb the wall. Now on to Mech, taking a look at his Mech stats. 6 out of 7 for both Topper acquired and Target acquired. He's certainly hoping he does not have a meltdown here, as that would pretty much wrap things up here, barring a complete disaster. And a successful Topper acquired there. And now for the coup de grace, Topper acquired, and a successful mech out of BusterDoggy. Jambo getting his Topper acquired, gonna have to ride the bull here. As Saren pointed out, if you have been enjoying this league, we still have several weeks to go here before the playoffs, so we do hope that you stick around. We'll be going all the way through June with Mario Odyssey action, and of course lots of other exciting things coming up on the Cool Cat Gang channel. Still to be determined. Oh no, Jambo is falling down. Yep, that'll wrap things up here.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for Jambo now.
Saren, I don't know if that document you posted in the Discord is public, but Saren was going over the different tournaments he wants to do every year. And there's definitely lots of exciting things.
That is an incredibly awkward place to put the Pokio. Yeah, yeah, you gotta wait that out. There's no way you can get back up there from that. That is, yeah.
A disastrous mech from Jambo. The exact opposite of what he needed. He needed BusterDoggy to do that to try to get back into this race, and now he is going to start to bleed valuable points.
Yeah. We'll still be getting points, because you need a full 5 minutes between finish times to not get any points. But still not a lot of points.
Well, we'll see how Buster does here. He will need to not die on wall jump, because if he does, that would put Jambo right back in it. He does not. Oh!
He does not die, but it is
Oh!
missed. He did miss getting the cat throw back, so he
Oh my!
has to redo single wall
wow!
jump.
Okay. Okay, everybody's woken up now as Buster misses a second time.
Yeah, it's still having did not get enough height on that second second single wall jump. Now gets
Or
it.
tries the
There you
charm,
go.
there you go.
And gets the gap throw back as well.
Jambo, at this point, wondering what could have been as BusterDoggy just tossed away his league PB. Buster might not even get 59 at this point. Meanwhile, Jambo making oodles of mistakes, really letting this one get away from him. I guess I shouldn't say oodles. There were a couple of major ones that just lost a ton of time rather than, just lots of minor ones.
Right, and I think you meant to say that he might have lost the 58 there.
Yes, thank you. He is still going to sub out. Plus 13 on PB going into that run. Could have possibly been his second best run ever. Yeah, second best according to the leader. No, he has a 58.26 and a 58.29. So maybe. Jambo going for the one wall. Gets it much cleaner. But of course, at this point, BusterDoggy going to go into the escape sequence. Actually, he could still get a 58 here.
Yep, still doable. I got a 56-53 on the Bowser capture. So...
And it's what, 2 minutes here?
Yeah, a bit over 2 minute escape sequence.
So obviously finishing well above his average of 59.50. Jambo surprisingly still has not broken 59 in the sub-hour for Jambo, completely out. His BPT heading into this kingdom was an hour and 3 seconds. Nothing crazy from BusterDoggy. He wants to get the points and get out of here. He's not attempted 2DSS yet in this league. I kind of wonder if Jambo's going to throw one try at the wall. BusterDoggy into pillars. His best pillar is a 51.45. So definitely 58 pace. Get the cat jams out. As he is smashing through the blocks that fall away. There's definitely no time to fear because we are in a speed run. I tried. It was a poor effort out of my part. Definitely. Oh, Jambo is going to go for a 2DSS attempt here. No good. Going to bail out of it. One more try. Meanwhile, BusterDoggy going to clean up that 58. Jambo gives in. And a 58.53. Congratulations. 58.52 even. Congratulations to BusterDoggy, his best performance of the league thus far, and it looks like he's going to get a fair amount of points here, as the clock now starts on Jambo, starting with 30 points for defeat every 10 seconds after 58.52. One of those points goes from Jambo to BusterDoggy, so at this point it's looking like a 68 or a 69.
Right, and I do want to point out that BusterDoggy did have a 58.49 in the league before this.
Oh.
So.
I'm sorry. So not his best time, but surely his second best, right up against his league.
Yeah.
I will concede this commentator curse, because if you recall, Jambo had a slight, not as good of a vector in the early stages of cap, and I made the comment that we were going to see lots of lead changes. There were no lead changes in this race. BusterDoggy won wire to wire.
Yep.
That'll be a 1:00:11, just in the nick of time, saving another point. It'll be 68 to BusterDoggy. Wait. No, 67 to BusterDoggy, actually. Jambo picking up 23, so at bare minimum, could have been significantly worse the way things were going in the early game for Jambo. And I don't believe he can be passed by Psionic for 7th place. In any event, firmly in the top 8 for now. Going to pay out the believers in BusterDoggy. How about that, folks? 2 upsets today. Dansta and Jambo both going down.
Yeah, and as I said at the beginning, I don't really consider it an upset. It was so close that you can't really call either side.
Certainly, the populace in both races sided on the players with the better PV.
Right, it did go against the chat predictions, but I feel that BusterDoggy definitely had the chance, as you saw here. It did look like it was one-sided when you see the race, but I still think that also Jambo showed a good race here, and yeah, I was hoping for a closer race, but we got what we got, and honestly, it was still fun.
Certainly was. Always enjoy commentating with you. Even when we just start talking about random breakfast foods.
Yep.
If you went 2 for 2 on your predictions today, let us know how many points you gained in chat. We would love to see if we had anybody pick up some big scores today, as we are joined by BusterDoggy and Jambo. GG's to both of you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and GG to Buster as well again.
GG.
Buster, you had a pretty cracked run there. I don't know if you realized, but you were 5 seconds ahead and lost, and even heading into Moon were pretty up against your PB. Did nerves take over at all?
Not really. I basically just got a fake cap bounce after one wall jump, and I was even thinking beforehand, like, oh, what if I get a fake cap bounce? So I was like ready to hold back, like after the dive, just in case it did happen, and it actually happened. So
yeah, definitely. It wasn't
really
nerves. If you took a death there, that could have been potentially pretty devastating.
Yeah, I would have been very nervous if I died there. I could say that.
Yeah. Jambo just didn't go for you well in the early game, and you just never got it back together. What happened there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it wasn't my day in the first place, which is fair enough, but I mean, I kind of had it coming. I did expect it, because I haven't really done any full game runs since my 57, like, over a week ago. So, yeah, I wasn't really expecting much. And obviously, with Buster getting a 58, there really wasn't much I could have done, considering I haven't actually had one in the league yet. So
yeah, that's really surprising you haven't had a 58. Is there any like strategies maybe you think you need to go for to get that out?
Not really, no, because I've been on pace for it before, into sort of later on, and I haven't been able to get it. But yeah, I feel confident at the moment. I just need to get back into things. I've been doing a few ILs recently, and I've taken my summer best down a little bit, so I think I just need more practice with the strats that I've like recently put in, and then I'll be good to go for grinding attempts again, and hopefully I should be getting a 58 in a race soon.
Yeah, I'm guessing that reverse people's room is one of those tricks that you recently put in.
Yes, yeah. I mean, Day Metro is one of the ILs that I've actually done the most, which is quite ironic considering the death. But yeah, no, reverse peoples is one of the new strats I've learned, which is good. But yeah, well, I was glad to pull it off in a race. But yeah, I don't know, the rest of Day Metro wasn't brilliant.
Both of you have Eek on the horizons, and Eek pulled out a big win today against Dansta. How do you feel about playing Eek here in a little bit?
For me, I think I'll do alright against him. As long as I get a good early game, I feel like I'll play pretty solid for the rest of the run, because that's how most of my races have been going. So I'm feeling pretty good about racing him.
And yeah, for me, it's like, I think on my day, I can beat almost anyone in this league, bar Tyrone, unless he's having a really bad day. But then again, I mean, so can Eek. He's a lot more consistent than I am. But my plan is, like, if seeding works the way I think it does, I don't want to come 7th or 8th, because I don't want to race Tyrone, and I don't really want to race Strab either, because I assume they'll be getting top 2. So as long as I can get top 6, then I think I should be good, and I think I'm, like, my record's good enough at the moment, hopefully.
You're currently in 7th.
Yeah, I mean, I just need a few more results to go my way, and then it should be good, hopefully.
Well, GG's to both of you. Thanks for the race.
Yeah, thanks for commentating, and thanks to Buster as well.
It was a good
All right,
race.
always a pleasure.
Of course.
Congratulations to Splat Trap for getting 4,500 points, and Brim for getting 10k on that first race. Oh, title was never... Yeah, it was. I see Jambo versus BusterDoggy. You just need to refresh.
Same.
That was fine. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I think we'll be doing a raid here in a second. And just a quick programming note, we have a triple header starting tomorrow at 3 o'clock with Tyrone versus Lightron at 3. Psionic versus Stravos at 4:30. That'll be exciting, and I'll be on commentary hopefully for that one. And we wrap up with a pre-record of Sludge and Jambo at 6. Those are all Eastern time here in the United States. We hope you enjoyed, and have a great rest of your weekend, guys.